Today's toolbox talk is about stress. Life is stressful. Take a deep breath. I'd like to talk about some things that affect all of us, really, regardless of our job, the title that we carry, our experience, and that's mental health. Just like physical health, mental health is very important. Mental health plays a crucial role in how we function every day. Poor mental health can affect our ability to concentrate, our productivity, safety that we have on job sites, and even relationships with our coworkers. Mental health is important for four main reasons: productivity, safety, relationships, and ultimately your overall well being. Mental health affects you at work and at home. Heavy workloads, tight schedules at work, full calendar at home, a lack of control over processes at work, a lack of control over your personal schedule, interpersonal conflicts. Perhaps there's some performance pressures that you're dealing with. It's important to recognize that these stressors affect us, and it's important to recognize how they affect us and then to manage them effectively. We pretty much all have been stressed out. And depending on situations, that stress can look like a different thing for each of us. It affects us differently. What I'm trying to do in this quick talk is give some basic ways to manage that stress, to give you a little bit of a breather for mental clarity. Deep breathing is one of the best things to do, regardless of your profession, regardless of who you are. Deep breathing is something that we can actually control our blood pressure. It can decrease it. Our heart rate, we can decrease that by doing some basic breathing controls. In the military, you exercise breathing controls prior to shooting, throwing some lead down range. Law enforcement was the same way. Take a deep breath, hold it, slowly release it, depress the trigger. The reality is that deep breathing affects everything that we do, and it can calm you down. It can reduce stress in that moment. Doing it in a controlled manner, basically, if it's too difficult to do 4 seconds, you can do the 3 second rule, which means you slowly inhale for 4 seconds. At the end of 4 seconds, you're going to hold that breath for 4 seconds as well. At the end of that holding period, allow you to take 4 seconds to remove that breath from you and then repeat. Anywhere from 2 to 3 minutes is enough to make a big difference. So you have a stressful situation, just take a step back, go for a quick walk, try doing this. And well, like we talked about last week on the importance of sleep, preparing for sleep, doing these deep breathing exercises really makes a big difference. So there's one tool to put in your toolbox. Just taking mindful breaks, not having something to always think about in a decision you have to make. You know, the saying, take time to smell the roses. Just take a couple of minutes to get outside, get away from whatever you're working on, and just kind of look around. That kind of mental break can help you improve your focus, definitely gives you opportunity to improve your mood, which is a big thing, especially when we're influencing other people. Just a 5 minute break. It goes fast, to allow you to sit down, to stand up, just to go for a quick walk, gives you that focus that you need, helps to give you a chance to focus on your breathing and take it from there. Physical movement also helps in reducing stress. Anytime you're moving your body, you can release endorphins, hand grips while driving your vehicle, stretches. There's a variety of different things that you can do that gets those endorphins moving out. And when you do that, you'll also notice an increase in mental clarity, energy levels, and moods. Just 5 to 10 minutes, it makes a big difference. We don't have the luxury of taking short walks all the time. A quick walk around or to the building to do a quick workout, maybe for break time, just a basic single body movement is enough to make a big difference. I mentioned this before when I talked on this subject. Gratitude journaling. I don't know how else better to describe it, but reflecting on the positive things in your life. I don't know about you, but I get sick and tired of listening to the news, whether it's the radio, the TV, whatever the source is that comes in. I need a break. Typically in December, I take a 30-day media fast. I don't listen to any kind of media at all for 30 days, and that makes a big difference for me. Oftentimes, I do no media fasts on the weekends. This is the positive stuff as well. But back to the positive journaling, just writing down things that you're thankful for, you're grateful for, makes a big difference. And you focus on the positive things. This world is just so filled with negative things. There's mental health resources and podcasts on YouTube. For example, Therapy in a Nutshell. This is a good YouTube video channel. The School of Life, Headspace offers some things. The Mental Illness Happy Hour, sorry. All of these things are beneficial. On Purpose with Jay Shetty, Keeping the Mind Full, Kind, just offering you different strategies. And it's just kind of nice to hear that other people are stressed out too. And you're not the only one. And that there's all kinds of avenues to manage that stress. It's really important to be able to do that. Here's a book I read a couple of years ago by Hector Tobar. Hector was one of the miners from Chile that was underground. I think it was 30 days. I can't remember how long it was, but he writes this book and he talks about the different strategies that he used when he was buried under the earth for that long period of time while they were trying to dig him out. One of the strategies he focused on was prayer, deep breathing, as I mentioned before, and the journaling. The other thing I just want to highlight too, that it's always important to know that you can reach out to somebody else. There's been times that I needed to reach out for a bad fire service call, specifically on those fatalities when you can't save the person. Those are really dark and difficult days. But just to understand, we all have stress, so you're not alone. Don't buy into that lie that you're weak or anything like that. Life can be so stressful. And just taking a load off by sharing it with somebody else could do a world of good for you and for the other person. So don't hesitate to reach out. I know we never hang out except on a job site or whatever, but don't hesitate to reach out. Mental health is very important to be able to manage. It's just as important as physical health. Mental health is a part of everybody. It's something to manage, to pay attention to. It is important to relax. It is not a sign of weakness if you're feeling stressed. It isn't just all in your head. And a lot of times it's not something you can just snap out of either. So you're not going through it alone. Don't hesitate to reach out. And it is perfect to manage it yourself.